Some nibbles. Get that dog in the shot. Yeah. At least the shirt's in the shot. Just got some order questions here. First one, more of a shout out from Chad Ross. His order came in today, and he goes to the front of the line. He said, Justin, thank you for the Dead by Dog Volume 2 poster. Poster. That way. Behind Deranged LP. Been putting them in orders. Printed up 2,000 of those clean-looking flyers. 11 by 17. And I've been handing them out in orders, so keep put in the comments box if you want to say, hey, yeah, I got one dog. So I didn't get one dog. Well, the way I gauge it is I put it in surrounding states. When I say surrounding states, anything with 6 to 8 hour drives, I'm just going on top of my head. And I'm not sitting there Googling this shit. If I see PA, I'm throwing it in there. If I see Maryland, I'm throwing it in there. If I see Chicago, Kentucky, Tennessee, basically states that I've driven to in my lifetime, I throw it in there. And if it's like a 1 CD order, let's say it's even Ohio orders, I toss them in there, unless like a 1 CD order. I'm not folding up an 11 by 17. That's a pain in the ass. So to be honest, it's mostly vinyl orders, or let's say a guy ordered 4 shirts and it goes in a box. Anything I can just fold it in half, throw it in there. Now, if a guy ordered 1 CD and he requested it, hell, I don't even know if I toss it in then, because it's like, hell, you requested the flag. You know about the show, so tickets in the description box too, Bubbles. So, but nonetheless, I've been handing those out for Dead by Dog Volume 2. Denial of God visas are in the works. Looking good, too. Looking good. Everything's looking good. Aster has gotten everything over to the lawyer agency that she needs. So they're just filing and, should be smooth sailing, they said. So should be no issues there. But old Ross, Hell's #1 customer release. He's top 5. That's for goddamn sure. He places an order every single Friday, and he spends no less than 2 bennies. He's like, Dead by 2. He's like, absolutely badass design. Yeah, by Mark Riddick. As a matter of fact, watch out for it. It's just, you got to understand, maybe I'm sure some of you do, is obviously like with holiday stuff, and no, I'm not no dumbass Christian, but, there's the family stuff like that. And with personal stuff, and this is our busiest time of year, is, pretty much from Halloween till the week of Christmas is the busiest we are of the year. So I'm slammed pretty much every weekend. And times to do things are tied up for me to do extra stuff, like Zooms and shit like that. But I talked to Mark Riddick, who did the artwork for Dead by Dog, about shooting a Zoom with them. He said, yeah, let's do it. So sure we had stuff to talk about, so watch out for that. I'm sure we'll shoot. I think he did say, too, he's like, let's do it after the holidays. So I'll be setting up that Mark Riddick Zoom. But yeah, he's the one that drew it. So if you don't know anything about Mark Riddick, put it this way, if you're watching this and you don't know who Mark Riddick is, you're either a complete newbie, or you're not very much into death metal or underground metal. It's impossible. Like, if you don't know who Mark Riddick, Matt Putrid is, that's as stupid as saying, I don't know who Chris Moyen is. I don't know who Wes Bedscotter is. Dan Seagrave. Hell, some of the kiddos watching, they might not even know who some of those are. If you listen to metal, you just, even by default, even if you don't like a lot of those albums, you know who it is. It's like absolutely all killer, no filler lineup. You got that right, brah. I'll be attending unless dead or in jail. Yep. Same here, homeboy. But, yeah, hell, even Scott and I and old Mike and I, the Cyanide boys, they never dust off them moccasins to come out to to come out to anything. They don't leave the house. They said that they're planning on coming to Dead by Dog, too. So you can go hang out with those homeboys, some of the coolest guys in the scene. But yeah, dude, telling you, Denial of God, never been to the States ever. And I pretty much, I could say with pretty good confidence, if you don't see them now, again, unless you fly overseas, you're never going to see them again. You'll never see them in your entire lifetime. If you live in the States and you're not willing to fly overseas, this is your one and only time you're ever going to see them. I can pretty much say that. And I'll also go on a limb and saying this too, unless they decide to do other shows and shit, which I highly, highly, highly doubt. From the depths, again, some of the greatest black metal ever, best black metal ever come out of Black and Death, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I just call it black metal. To come out of Ohio for sure, by far. Bukkakee's half that Finnish crap that you guys love. And again, here's the hilarious part is, you guys come in here talking all tough with your Sargeist and your Hornas, and that stuff's fine. Like, you're listening to the most underground Cavalt shit. It's like, From the Depths is more underground than that, dude. Everybody in the scene, anyone that like says I like black metal knows who Sargeist and Horna is. Do you know who From the Depths is, bro? Deer in headlights, dick in the mouth, one in the ass for sure, too. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's underground music, dude. Hence, not that that gives you any extra cool points, but people will rip on stuff like the commercial dark funerals. Like, okay, I'll give you that, but it's like, but then when I'm bringing out stuff that's more underground, slobbering all over the goddamn place. When I'm bringing up stuff as like, if you're just going to use the underground card, like these bands suck because they're sellouts, like, well, okay, well, From the Depths fucking bukkake all these bands that you love. Beat Satanic Warmaster too, then even. Satanic Warmaster is 1,000,000 times more known and popular than From the Depths is. So if you're going by that underground, that status shit, Depths is up there. It's right there, brah. Just like what I told you, like a lot. The funny thing is, it's, and again, it's a child bias, what I grew up on. A lot of the black metal and stuff that I like and listen to this day is From the Depths. The first 2 Black Trinity demos, again, underground black metal. It was Ohio band. The 2 demos, their album was, but the 2 demos are great, especially the first demo. And the Myth demo that I sent you guys over, that Myth 2001 demo, fantastic. That shit's great. None of you guys, that's underground stuff. I'm telling you about real underground metal. Horn and Sargeist, to me, that's just, that's, if you listen to metal, you know what that is. Whether you like it, love it, or hate it. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever, but it's just the guys are coming in when they'll rip on some of my takes, like, he doesn't like the real underground stuff. I was like, neither do you, brah. You've yet to bring one up. When you're bringing up your Moonbloods, Vlad Tepes, and all that, I was like, who doesn't know what that is? Everybody knows what that is. That's not mainstream, but it's big. I assume everyone knows what that is. Mention some real underground takes. I just gave you 3. Good ones, too. So, yeah, that'll be the only time I probably ever see him From the Depths. There's a very, 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 very good chance. So, oh, yeah, it's going to be, it's an all-killer, no filler. That's for damn sure. Tickets in the description box, Bubbles. August 1st at the Mercury Music Lounge in Lakewood, Ohio. Thomas Beal, Mr. Dawg, we all know that you are a go-getter in your teens with this 2 jobs. To me, I just thought that was a normal getter. I don't even know if that's a go-getter. That's just a normal getter. Whilst getting HH fired up in your spare time. He was a little bit... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. But before it came clear that HR could be a full-time job, did you ever consider working in the oil industry or the trades to stack fast cash? No, I didn't consider it just because that wasn't... a lot of stuff that you fall into, it's either because of passion or it's what you're around. Like, family business or... Like, for example, I was in the printing industry. The only reason I was in that, rewind back the young pup Dawg, is there's the vocational school, which was free. And this is what my Dumbo ears perked up. Homeschool, because there's multiple schools that went there, Medina, Brunswick, whatever. 5 schools that went there, right? It's free. It's it's literally down the street. What time does the vocational school start? I don't remember exactly. Starts at 9:30. I think it was that. It was 9 something, I think. Huh. This homeschool I go to starts at 8 a.m. I already get a 9:30 hour and a half less. Surely you're staying later to make up for that same hours, right? What time does vocational school get out? Get out at 2:15. I'm almost positive it was 2:15, actually. Huh? This math ain't adding up. Dawg's at this fucking hoagie school till 3:30. So wait, let me get this straight. You're telling me my last 2 years of school, I have the option to going to a different building, which meanwhile you could practically walk to, for basically almost 3 hours less of school per day. Yep, that's what I'm telling you, Dawg. And it counts? Yep. It's free? You betcha. Tax dollars, Holmes. I was like, oh, well, shit, I'm going. Like, I'm in. Like, it'll take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. I was like, every one of these T-boners staying is a friggin' moron. Jesus Christ, dude, you're just a simple piece of shit at that point. Like, 3 hours less school, why would you be like, yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't signing up for that. And believe it or not, that was the norm. So I already knew that my IQ was higher than half these dumbasses, even though they may have been been getting better scores on their tests and shit, hey, you still check out as a dumb fuck to me, dude. You're willing to do 3 extra hours of school, because all school is at that point, because in high school, you ain't learning the goddamn thing that you're going to use. I stand by that shit. It's 3 hours of free work. All it is work. You go in there, same as work. You're working for free, 3 extra hours. Why the hell would I want to do that? That's no goddamn brainer. But anyways, the vocational school, you have to pick something up. Well, Eazy-E did graphic arts. I'm like, yeah, well, shit, he knows how to draw and shit. Oh, it's not drawing. Oh, what the fuck is it? Well, you learn how to use like Adobe Photoshop and shit. I'm like, yeah, I have really no interest in doing that, but I mean, I guess it could come in handy if down the road if I needed to. And it's printing and shit like that, and just running machines. And a lot of dumb fucks go there and they get by just fine. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll just pick that. So that's why I just picked the class, because I had somewhat of a knowledge of what it was, because Eazy-E was in it like a few years before me. And so I took that up. And then, naturally, because everybody else sucks, not because I'm a go-getter by any stretch of the definition, just a normal getter, I was top of my class, and I got hired into the printing industry, ironically enough. Eazy-E was already working there, too. I'm sure that foot in the door didn't help. Granted, he's basically he was at the bottom, too. He's only there for 2 years. I don't know, he's basically bagging groceries. The equivalent, he wasn't bagging groceries. You don't take me literal. I know how the bubbles do, but the bottom guy, so it's not like getting said like, oh yeah, Eazy works here, hell yeah, Dawg's definitely in that. No, it didn't work like that. I'm just saying, I'm sure it didn't fucking hurt to see that they didn't have some complete jackass, some goddamn meth head 216 across his chest loser. But I got hired in that same company. Ironically enough, they were hiring, and I was top of my class. I applied, and they sent something into our class, like looking for people. And I got hired like a month before I graduated. I remember even like the president's like, yeah, so when can you start? Like, can you start next week? I was like, well, I haven't even graduated school yet. He's like, I was like, when I graduate, I was like, I'll start the next day. Oh, okay, let's do that. So that's what I did. So oil industry and stuff, if I grew up into that, probably that's what I would have done. But that's why it didn't cross my mind, because, you know, my mentality as a kid, like, I didn't really have anything in mind. Like, I was not that confused little boy. Like, I just don't know what I want to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do per se. But my motto was, whoever's paying the most. I was like, if shoveling shit's paying $40 an hour, but pushing pencils paying $20, I guess I'm shoveling shit. That's just what I want. What do you mean? Who's got the biggest wallet? It's a no-brainer. Like the old GB interview on the 2. And with the Century Media Records, guys who have the biggest wallet, no-brainer. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense. So that's what I always went by. Like these kiddos of today, that blows my mind. Like if. Not going to say too much. Just going to get myself in the idea in trouble. But when you see something that's anyone can hire for and it's paying more than you make, someone I know, I'm like, dude, it's public info. It's on the fucking door. It's a fast food restaurant. It pays more than you make. And I know, like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck you doing? That's Jesus, fuck. 15-year-old dog, a fucking 14-year-old dog could have told you that. Like, holy shit. Brendan Zinger, channel question for J-Dog. Have you ever spoken to any of the members or seen the band Summon? Watch my back catalog, brah. Hung out with Kaz, was his name? Multiple times. Does he remember? You remember that dog? Highly doubtful. Wind of the Black Mountains. Masochist. Well, Masochist is like pre-Summon, isn't it? Burning Winds Live. Summon, well, that's the only one. I mean, I saw Summon multiple times back in the day. And Kaz or Cuz, whatever the fuck his name, the head honcho, the singer. I mean, what do you mean you don't remember, dog? This is 25 years ago, brah. You weren't even alive yet. So the memory's a little hazy. I think it was Kaz, though. But yes, met him multiple times. Does he remember? Highly doubt. Does he give a shit? Guarantee don't. Does he know who the dog is? Highly doubt it. So I know Necro Dan and had his own label, and the dude from Masochist / Black Mountains died. I'm just curious. Thanks, can't wait for Dead by Dog 2. Dead by Dog 1 was badass. Mm-hmm. You tell him, Brendan. Sure was, homeboy. I mean, I talked about Summon on the channel, even like Baptism by Fire, which was the first album I picked up by them. Signed by all the guys to this day in silver ink, in case you happen to give a fuck. I think Hell should do an LP of it, and I think we should do an LP of the other missing ones. I didn't like the last 2 albums they did. They didn't stink. They just didn't hit me. It was just kind of background. But the Werewolf Records did the LP of the Dark Descent of Fallen Souls, and he did CDs. We still have CDs in stock. That blows my mind that doesn't outsell fucking Horna and Sargeist. Like that's another black metal that's more. I'm not beating up on Horna and Sargeist before the fucking Gavalt wimps get their fucking pussy up and down. I'm just using an example because it's considered true black metal by, I've yet to hear anybody call that fake black metal. Okay, so now I'm speaking your language. And it's like, yeah, but it's popular. Everybody knows what that is. Like, who doesn't know what that is? So I'm just using them as the benchmark. So chill the fuck out. I'm not saying they suck ass or anything, because I don't think that. But I do think this. I think Summon's a lot better. And I think From the Depths is a lot better. And again, if you're going to play that Gavalt shit, Summon is more underground than both those goddamn bands. And Dark Descent of Fallen Souls, we still have CDs in stock. Werewolf Records, the LP sold out. At least some of those people that bought the wax had some goddamn brains. So, yeah, U.S. Black Metal, saw him back on the goddamn day. Did I finish this? No, I didn't. Almost cut this homeboy off here. Where are we at? We're going to make this last one, too. Ulysses Coral, hey, Dawg. Fuck Norwegian Black Metal. What's the best Norwegian death metal? Oh, God, dude. Cadaver and that shit sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's just, goddamn. It's just mid as fuck. That's shit. I'd have to say probably Gouge, right? Signed by yours truly. They sent the demo back in through service, and I was like, "This is great." Sent it over to Dawg and shit. He's like, "Yeah, this is great." And then we did the demo on 7-inch years ago. That's my favorite stuff. Then we did the full-length album Beyond Death, which I did like that a lot too. I didn't like as much as the demo / 7-inch. But I still liked it very much. We might even have a few CDs in stock. I don't know. Check the site. Because they were out of stock, and then we got a return pack from the distributor, and there was like 15 or so. So I'll check the goddamn site. But that's a good-ass death metal album from Norway. And then I haven't heard it yet, but Dawg told me a few months ago that they turned in their net, because he was the one in contact with them. It's funny, too, because when they turned in that demo, at the time, which I guess is kind of like normal age now, but I thought it was funny at the time. Because I don't know, what year did we do that demo? 2014? I don't know. Check Metal Archives. Again, this shit all blurs together. The one dude was 17 years old. I'm like, God damn! But all you... He's older than you, buddy. What the fuck are you laughing at? Because if, let's say it was 2014, and he was 17 then, that's 11 years. He's 28 years old. Half you watch it ain't even 28. So, but I thought it was funny at the time. I was like, God damn, 17-year-old kid? What the shit? Even Dawg got a good chuckle out of that. Yeah, whatever, it's good shit. You said they turned in a new album? This is like a few months ago. I still haven't heard it. Well, you didn't send it to me, so, I mean, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's actually really good, too. Would it be wiser? Because a lot of bands, they get worse. You never know. The fingers are like crossed like this. I was like this even with the Pharmacist when they turned it in. Because when a band that I like, when they turn an album that sucks, I'm not talking stuff that we sign. I'm just saying, in general, like when a band puts out an album and it sucks, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just right on task, right on time. That's the norm. Bands get worse. They generally don't get goddamn better. Some do. Hell, I'll tell you a band that seems to get better, granted every album's good, is Perdition Temple. I think that the Malign Apotheosis album, the new one, Out on Hell's Headbangers, of course. I think that's the best goddamn album they did. No, I'm not saying that because we're the ones that put it out. We put them all out. So, I mean, what the fuck? It's no bias. We have them all in stock. But it's funny as I think this is the best one. And usually that's not the case. Usually albums go down. I was like, shit, I think this is definitely the best album. And it's funny because a few days ago, Seth texted me and he said the same thing. He's like, dude, this new Perdition Temple is fucking amazing. He's like, this is their best album. I was like, it's funny. I was the only one thinking that. So I was like, I didn't want to sound like a complete dumbass, but I was like, yeah, I thought it was the best one too. He said that he's like, have you heard the new Malefic Throne too? He's like, it's really, really good. I was like, no. I was like, we did the EP and I like that. Old Tucker on there before I knew what the hell he was doing, before he came back into that stuff. But the full length, I was like, I just assumed we are going to get it from Agonia Records. And I was like, I'll definitely throw on the player. Because a lot of that stuff, rather than tubing it, I know we're going to get it in. I'd rather just listen to the hard copy on the big stereo. So, but according to Seth, the new Malefic Throw is really good too. But yeah, so that is a band that got goddamn better for sure, is Perdition. But as far as Norwegian death metal off the top of my head, and now don't be wrong, I'm sure there's stuff out there I haven't heard. I'm not sure. I know there is. But traditionally speaking, especially from the 90s and stuff, I mean, was there any stuff from Norway that was death metal? Let's say like from 1990 to let's say 2000? I want to say there has to be somebody either I'm completely forgetting, but I can't think of anybody. Now, obviously, I like some of the black metal bands, but yeah, they weren't known for their DM. Now were they? So yeah, I mean, if you know somebody that was great, and again, I know about Cadaver, and it's like it was fine. It's just Gorefest or like Hypocrisy or something like that was a million times better. Like it's like, again, that's when there's the Cavalt tough guy out underground. The next guy, they try to come in and be like, yeah, I know this one. They just say it because the next guy doesn't know about it. It's like, well, first off, I do know about it. I heard it. I've had I might even still have the demos. There was like a demo bootleg. I was like, listen, it's like it's just boring. It's just, I'm not gonna say it's boring. It's just unmemorable. I was like, it's just winning one ear out the goddamn other. You know, didn't stick like you put on Gorefest Mind Loss. You're like, holy shit, this is fucking great. It wasn't like that. So it's same era, that same time frame. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I put it in. I guess put it on the list of great Norwegian death metal bands. But yeah, for me, the Immortal demo maybe. The Immortal demo was pretty good. Even it's not Amazeballs, but it's good. Got LPs of it too on Darkness South Rise, and those are nice as all hell looking with a big ass 20-page booklet. Dawg picked one of those up, of course. But that demo's good, and it's death metal, but when you think Immortal, you think black metal, so however the hell you want to put it. Much question asking, either Hell's or in the description box, how to do it, Bubbles. Get them in later, goddammit.